Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto his like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. This is a very newsworthy week, a very prophetic, self-inflicted uh, things that's being done lately. And this is the latest, greatest of this morning. I guess this happened yesterday morning. These are and I'm gonna let him explain what I'm talking about.
Giving billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
You're Brian, what?
Involuntary lethal ejection. Just kill him. That's what he said out of the devil's mouth. These are the same mother effers. I'm gonna straight up. These are the same motherfuckers that's crying tooth and nail about this guy, Charlie Kirk, and how he been assassinated, or talking about euthanizing the homeless. You know what it means to be homeless? In case people don't know, you don't got a goddamn home. They made it illegal in certain states to be homeless. A lot of homeless people are disappearing right and left. So where's the humanity for those that don't have a voice? All right, for those that's being treated like garbage. First of all, why is this supposed to be a first world country and there's so much goddamn homeless people in the first place? All right, these are the same motherfuckers out of their mouth, out of their breath, will sit there and tell you about what's going on in another country, how they mistreat their citizens, how we got to go over there and show them the American way. Okay, these are the same people that will sit there and tell you that damn near they're the most righteous people in the fucking planet Earth. For that, this devil right here, let me see if I can zoom it in. Okay, what happened? I can't zoom it in? Oh, whatever. This devil right here on the right is talking about euthanizing and killing the less fortunate of society. Then you wonder why we call you the devil, which you don't wonder. You don't give a fuck. All right. This is why when something happens to the wicked, we don't care. We don't. If the wicked is amongst our people, we don't care. The wicked are the devil that the Bible speaks of. In America today, they're nothing but devils that runs this place. So his greatest solution is to eliminate the poor. That's the greatest solution. Going back to the movie Soylent Green, they had a homeless crisis. Why did they have a homeless crisis? Because these mother effers decided they didn't care less about the people, the less fortunate people. All they cared about was themselves, and they separate themselves from the have and the have-nots. Same thing that's going on today. Like I always refer, there's a song by reggae star called Freddie McGregor, and his song is called "To Be Poor Is a Crime." So they made it criminal in the United States of America to be poor. When Donald J. Trump send the National Guard in Washington, D.C., the first initial was not because of crime. It was to get rid of the homeless. All right? It was to get rid of the homeless. This is one of a major offense in the sight of the Lord. The scriptures clearly tell you that. Matter of fact, let me go get Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 4. I saw that one. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to want long. So we all go out here, go out there and bust our ass for corporations that's supposed to pay us well. First of all, they don't pay the people right. You're supposed to pay the people by the day wages. They tax the shit out of you. The cost of living is so goddamn high. Inflation, you can't buy food to sustain yourself. So this man has defrauded the majority of the people. That's why it says James 5. I might end it on that. James 5:1. All right. It says woe down. It say woe to the rich man. Woe does not death and destruction to the rich. All right. The rich of the society is talking about the elites. All right. It says make not an hunger so sorrowful, either provoke a man in his distress. When people had tent cities, the question is not to get rid of, of course, get rid of them, but how do you get rid of them? You give them housing. Why they built so much goddamn houses and nobody's occupying these houses or buildings? Why is the rent going so goddamn high? After the pandemic, they ensured that anybody they made it during the pandemic, Slovakia, during the pandemic, there was a war between the landlords and the tenants. The landlords lost because the tenants had rights. But one industry remained the same. That was the very bank. The bank didn't stop. They didn't give a damn if people wasn't paying rent or whatsoever. So a lot of people had to lose their houses, which was an attack on small businesses. Landlords, and that to be a landlord is a small business. Okay? So they cut it down so what people that had good tenants and so forth, and they made it hard on the landlords. The landlords had to still pay. So they created a system for they only can have two classes of people, the very rich and the very poor. Okay? But then they turn around and talking about let's get rid of them. Let's euthanize them. We're trying to help them. Let's just kill them off. This is what is coming out this devil's mouth. And it says, add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed. Defer not to give to him that is in need. Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away the face from a poor man. Turn not away thine eye from the needy, and give him no occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in his bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made him. Esau is done. He's through. Because they're making it difficult. They're destroying everybody. They're making it difficult for anybody to survive. People are supposed to be able to survive off the land alone. Not this corporate conglomerate cities that they created where nobody can survive. All right? This is why this man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. He gives a damn about the poor. Okay? He cares a less about the very poor of this world. Matter of fact, since I'm in the neighborhood, it's Sirach. Since I'm in the neighborhood, Sirach 7 and is it 7? Oh, it's 11. There's no, not that one, not that one. Slakia. I'm thinking 13. Sirach 13 and 15. Every beast loveth his like, every man loveth his neighbor. Meaning, you will stick to your own. All right. In the animal kingdom, certain animals stick together. Even amongst people, people stick together with people of their liking. It could be race, it could be philosophy. It's something about something eventually you stick to those that comes from the same culture as you. Okay? All flesh are consorted according to the kind, and man will cleave to his like. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly? What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog? And what peace between the rich and the poor? There is no peace between the rich and the poor. Laws are purposely made to ensure that the poor remains on the dinner table of the rich. And it's some people, and some that this thing is spreading, has stated that the Captain Obvious, that a lot of people, a lot of homeless people are disappearing because they're taking their body parts. This man has made a sport on destroying the lives of people. It's just like the movie Trading Places. It was a bet on $1, all right, to ruin one man's life, to uplift somebody from poverty, and to throw them away. One man's dollar, just $1, just to ruin lives. And it says, what verse 19, as the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. That's why laws are being made. They put people, dependent on the circumstances, they'll put certain people into shelters, but they'll put some people that came out of prison, right, in their shelter with somebody just that lost their job or lost their home. So two mixes don't mix. You just put everybody in one. Okay. Around my neighborhood, certain pharmacies are going. Certain buses are being eliminated. And I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, why are they doing all this for? And it's the Captain Obvious. So the poor people don't have a way of escaping. All right. They're making people suffer. Certain hospitals in certain places are leaving or closing up. Why? Because there's too many of them. So sick people that needs help, they're not getting the help. They're reducing the help. But yet they want to turn around, oh, there's one solution. You just gotta kill them. You see that? In this sick world, being poor is a crime. Is a death worthy you're according to these people, you're worthy of death if you don't have. Then they want to turn around talking about how much of a Christian they are. Where in the scriptures does it say that? Where in the scriptures does it say that to kill up the poor? I just read it. If the bitterness of a man's soul. So this man is doomed. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has heard the cries of his people. Okay? And it says, as the proud hate humility, so to doeth the rich abhor the poor. A rich man begin to fall and is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. When a rich man is fallen, he have many helpers. He speak of things not to be spoken, yet men justify him. The poor man slip, and yet they rebuke him. He spake wisely, and they could have no place. So the poor of this world have no place in the sight of this man. All right, this is Esau's true attention. Okay, this is why the elites call the majority of people useless eaters. Okay, useless eaters. That's what they call the majority of people. You're useless to them. So they'll find service for you. You become part of their dinner plate. Take your body parts to keep them functioning. All right, and it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, that exalt it to the clouds. But if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Riches are good unto him that have no sin, and poverty is evil in the mouth of the ungodly. The heart of men changeth his countenance, whether it be good or evil. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. This is why they continuously feed off of the fact of people suffering. Through the sufferings of the people, they get a jolt. They get mainly you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They get that jolt. They get that excitement. All right, that excitement that they get is the fact that they have you. They eat. They eat. It's psychological, spiritual. All right, and this spiritual thing that's happening right in front of everybody's eyes, this man's being revealed for being the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is about to bring some heavy, heavy judgment upon Esau, Edom. All right, on all Idumea. And it says, Salakia, I just moved the car. A cheerful countenance is a token of the heart that is in prosperity, and finding out of the parables is a wholesome labor of the mind, which we have. You know, although in this world we seem like we're losing, we're winning. We are winning. We winning this thing, man. We're not born losers, man. We're born winners, and we're not winning in the sense of every single thing. We're winning the big one. Okay, Psalms 10 and 8. It says, he sitteth in lurking places of the village, in the secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes is privately set against the poor. Because why? The poor don't have a voice. And in his mind, the poor don't have a voice. But the poor has a voice. And that voice is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The Lord is going to react to everything that this man has conducted himself in. He lieth in wait secretly. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He do catch the poor when he draw them into his net, which is a trap. A lot of homeless people rather not be in these homeless shelters, because these homeless shelters are demonic. All right, something about something. The scriptures tell you what, it's the tender mercy of the wicked is cruel. All right, it said he croucheth and he humble himself. That the poor may fall by his strong ones, fall victim to his society. And I'm ending off on this. James 5 and 1. Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, your garments are moth-eating, your gold and your silver are as cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped up treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who reap down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have been reaped are into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which is the Lord of armies. See, Yahushua hears these cries of the people. All right? The bitterness of soul. You're not supposed to oppress the poor. This man has come to the solution. Oh, he's not going to oppress you. He's just going to eliminate you. Okay? The Lord, he sees us. This is why this man's no mercy is going to be given unto this man. None whatsoever. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is not going to show no mercy to the merciless. Like, what's this guy? Ming the merciless. All right? The Lord's not going to show no mercy to Ming, the Edomites, the merciless Edomites. You have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton, which is sexual deviance or sexual What's the word I'm looking for? Not sexual deviants. Yeah, they are sexual deviants. They are. They're undisciplined. Okay, they'll pop anything. It says, "You have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter." So this is the last cash flow that they're gonna receive. This is the last time they're going to receive any sorts of things that they're doing. This is why they're going to war with Venezuela. Venezuela, that war with Venezuela is it's just strategic. All right, it's about a land grab. So this land grab that they're planning, they don't give a fuck about the poor of their own citizens. All right, this is all employed, so to speak. The same fucking nation will go around telling you like, oh, look what this person's doing, and look what they're doing. Look what they're planning. And it says, "You have condemned and killed the just, and he doeth not resist you. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of Yahushua. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit." Who is the precious fruit? The poor of this world, which is the Israelites, the elect. Okay? It says, "Of the earth, and have longed for it until he received the early and latter rain." Why the Lord is picking the poor of this world? James 2, is it 2 and 7? Slakia. 2 and 6. It says, "Ye that despise the poor, do not the rich man oppress you, enjoy you before the judgment seat? Do you not, I said, do not they blaspheme worthy the name by which they are called?" Did I miss it? Yeah, this is it. No. Slakia, I just want to get to the point, and then that's it. 5, sorry. "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, the heirs of the kingdom which he have promised to them that love him?" So it's not about your riches. Your riches aren't gonna get you nowhere. You can't buy yourself into the kingdom. So what we're seeing, the Lord is revealing this man to the whole entire world. All right. So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.